left from her eyes. She married to the love of her life, but the happiness was unseen in his eyes. I announced you as a lawful husband and wife. Now you may kiss the bride. Her veil uncovered by him, and after 3 years their eyes met. Once the eyes held love and affection and care was now blank, as if they don't know her. For a second, his lips brushed against her forehead, indicating how forced he was to do it. Everyone cheered for the couple and congratulated them, gave blessings for the future. The car was moving into the dark road, and in suffocating silence was consuming the car. He was busy on the phone, so she initiated the conversation. Cook? Jungkook, is Jeon Jungkook for you? His voice was colder than usual. To prevent herself from crying, she bit her lower lip. Now we are married, and I think we should sort things out before starting our new life. I think you forgot, but let me remind you, this is just a contract marriage, and it will end in a year, so there is no point of connection or string of emotions. He was louder and clear. It was indeed a contract marriage between two mafia families, but Ryan had so much hopes from this relationship. I can't be discouraged. Soon they reached the mansion, and ignoring her struggle with the dress, he went straight inside. Ryan finally got off from the car and followed him inside the mansion. With a maid, she headed to his bedroom, but he was not present there. She decided to wait for him and sat on the bed edge. Later, he came out in comfy clothes while drying his wet hair. His look reminded his boyfriend vibe, adorable yet handsome. Who gave you the permission to sit on my bed? Jungkook, I don't like to repeat or share my things anymore. He was looking kinda scary that she immediately got up and fumbled a little. She could understand his hate towards her, but wanted to end this torture too. Stripping the clothes in the bathroom, she turned on the shower. Her tears were mixing with the water, but it was calming her heart too. I can do this, and I have to do this. Everything was gone tough, but she was determined to get his love back. Changing her night clothes, she stepped inside the room and found him talking on the phone. Okay, I'm coming. Taking his coat, he headed out, not even giving her a glance. She wanted to stop him, ask him where he was going, but she was not in a position right now. I kinda deserve it, but I promised Jungkook I'll make everything right. She took a blanket and a pillow from the cupboard and lay on the big couch. He didn't even let her sit on the bed, then sleeping would be a far thing. She kept tossing left to right and waiting for her newly wedded husband, but there was no trace of him, and soon she fell asleep. Wine was in the garden and having morning tea with Mrs. Jeon. She knew things were not going good between her son and daughter-in-law. I don't know what is going on between you two, but I suggest you to keep trying. She patted Ryan's back gently, and she returned her gratitude with a soft smile. Mr. John is arrived. Since wedding night, he finally came back and came to meet his mother only. He gave just a quick glance to her before hugging his loving mother. Jungkook, this is not done. You left my daughter-in-law and two on your wedding night. I'm not a normal person, Mom. You know that. He passed Ryan a sharp glance when she didn't even say anything to Mrs. Jeon and broke the hug. Still, now try to change your schedule and give time to your wife. Not arguing with his mother, he went straight to the mansion. Meanwhile, maids placed everything in the dining area and a small family joined each other. Ryan was sitting beside Jungkook, taking the bread. She removed the edges and applied butter on it, just like he preferred, and placed them in his plate. He looked at the plate astonished, then Ryan. She was still aware about his little habits, but he was not ready to melt it easily. He suffered enough now, it was her turn. Mom, I want toast. You never liked toast before. Things never always be the same. They changed, so am I. She looked down and continued her breakfast unwillingly. Mrs. John could feel the awkwardness too, but kept her silence. I'm going, Mom. Again? I have better things to do. He taunted before leaving, yet Ryan followed him and held his hand gently. Jungkook, you have to give me a chance to explain. You just can't run away from me all the time. I loved you. You betrayed me and I lost the feelings. There's nothing to explain or listen to. He jerked her hand and sat inside the car, leaving her in tears. She didn't believe his words could never be because eyes never lies. I know you never stop loving me. Jungkook entered the bedroom after his morning routine and firstly looked at his wife. It was now became his habit. She was sleeping uncomfortably and her dry tears were shown to him. You ruin everything. I wish you never played with my feelings. He went to the bathroom and took a shower. All past memories of them, beautiful to bitter to lonely life, played in his head like a movie. I won't let her fool me again. Wrapping the towel around his torso, he went to his walk-in closet. He wore a plain shirt with pants and coat. Tying a tie around his collar neatly, he lastly opened the small drawer. It's a couple bracelet I bought for us. Now wear it and I dare you if you think about to remove it. He was still having it because it was precious. He placed it inside pocket of his coat like his daily routine. No matter how much he got hurt because of her, but his love always wins. He finally made his way inside the bedroom and saw her at the edge of the couch. He immediately took his comforter and threw it beside the couch. He still cared about her but would never accept and sat on the opposite couch to attend an online meeting. For legal business, he had a web of textile companies. My body. She spread her arms in the air and arched her back, unaware about her surroundings. I couldn't sleep whole night. Now the employees were suppressing their smiles behind the screen. I'll continue it later. With his cold voice, she realized his presence and it was unusual. While closing the laptop roughly, he looked at her with a pissed look. You still like to talk to yourself? Yeah, it's my habit. But not again. You disturbed my meeting. Who told you to do a meeting in the bedroom? This is my room and I can do whatever I want. This is also my room, so technically I can do whatever I want. She smiled seeing him standing up from the couch when an evil idea came to her mind. Oh my god, Jungkook cockroach! Where? She burst into laughter seeing him panic, but the next moment her both arms surrounded by his rough hold. Don't piss me off or else consequences won't be good. You are hurting me. He jerked her away with his warning looks and walked out of the room, not forgetting to slam the door harshly. Days to weeks and weeks to months passed to their marriage, yet Wayne was unable to talk to him properly or clarify the misunderstanding between them. He was rude, cold, and sometimes did insult her, but she never gave up. Warm water was drenching her body and mind was occupied with Jungkook's thought. He was out for a mission and she was missing him badly. Wrapping the towel around her figure, she stepped inside his closet. She chose his plain shirt which had his fragrance. Covering her figure with it, she roamed around. Everything was placed neatly, unlike hers, but a small drawer caught her attention. Curiosity built inside her that she couldn't hold herself back to open it. There was a glitter rare stone inside, and she immediately recognized it. He still had the bracelet? A loner tear poured to her eyes. Her hopes were flying high that their marriage could be saved. She placed it back inside the drawer before coming back to the bedroom. She lay on the bed thinking how she will talk to him without getting ignored every time. She covered herself in his comforter because he would be back tomorrow and slept. Soon the door opened and his eyes immediately turned to the couch, but it was empty. Must be inside the bathroom. He removed his coat and tie before throwing it on the bed. Opening the few buttons of his shirt, he lay straight on his stomach, exhausted, but he felt something beneath. What the hell? She was traumatized by the weight on her small figure and he immediately shifted from her. What the hell you are doing in my bed? He was amused yet angry, but her next move left him speechless. She pushed him on the bed with full force and sat on his stomach. Wyan, I'm not getting scared anymore. You have to listen to me, Jion. He was going to hold her hand to twist, but she was not a weak person either. Taking his tie, she tied his hand and he was looking at her in confusion. Perfect. Now listen to me, Jion. Wyan, untie me right now. First, listen to me. Her palms were now resting on his masculine chest and body leaned in. Today, I won't let you go. She kept bending and unknowingly exposing herself. Wyan, get away. Please listen to me, Jungkook. Then I will do whatever you say. Just give me some time. He could easily push her and untie himself. He was a powerful mafia for a reason, but deep down he wanted to listen to her too. That day you heard Kevin sigh that you are just a bet for me, but mine. I accept he didn't lie, but me in love with you was a damn truth, Jungkook. I fell for you harder than I ever imagined. Those moments, time, words, emotions were true. Her eyes glistened, her voice was trembling. She was saying the truth and it was melting his heart. You never gave me a chance to explain my side and left me. I know I was wrong, but my intentions was never meant to hurt you, Jungkook. You always had a special place in my heart, but because of my cool image, I hide it. But when I got the chance to be with you, talk to you and spend my time with you, then I accept that stupid bet, which was my big mistake. I should have approached you directly. I already have hurt you, but my feelings for you were always pure and true. I loved you and never stopped loving you, Jungkook. Please forgive me and give me another chance. It doesn't matter anymore. I told you I lost my feelings. She chuckled bitterly and checked his shirt pocket, but it was empty. He was confused about what she was trying to do and saw her taking his coat. Lost feelings, right? She took out the bracelet from the pocket and showed it to him with raised brows. Then why are you keeping it with you? Don't lie, Jion. My one mistake broke our beautiful relationship once. Please don't repeat it. Can't we start once again? Can't you give a chance to me or us? My heart is so fragile now, so please take care of it with lots of love. My smile approached their lips. The clouds of sadness were finally fading and the sunshine of their love was rising. I love you, Cook. I love you too, Wyan. With a smile, she held his collar and captured his lips finally. Their eyes moistened, hearts swelled with emotions, and heart connected with love. Their lips were moving in a sync. The heartfelt kiss soon turned into a needy one. Jungkook surrounded his tight hand around her neck and immediately got up. Now she was on his lap in his tight embrace and lips attached into a most sinful way.